Libra, hi, welcome to my channel. So today we have a reading for you. No particular subject, we're going to take an issue, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. At the end there will be an opportunity for an extended where we'll dive in deeper. You can watch this for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, North Node or Vertex, or if any of those planets are currently transiting your 7th house. This could be for you. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome. Message may well be for you. All information is in the description box. Just hit the more button below. Okay, Libra, your song in pre-shuffle was it's a beautifully poetic song. It's just called Pure by Lightning Seeds, but it's, you know, pure and simple every time. And that's, you know, the truest things in life are pure and simple. Love, hope, just that feeling of meaning is presence. So there could be something maybe you're overcomplicating. You know, if you love something, you love something. You don't. If you want something, you want something. If you don't, you don't. There's just something about really not letting love and life be complicated. And if somebody's making you feel like love and life is complicated, then, you know, does that really belong? Interesting. Because the lyric in the song is like, where feelings, not reasons, can help you decide or make you decide. Okay. Libra, one more. What's going on? We have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the knowing. She knows, she feels. It's just, there's no overthinking. There's no, you know, wondering what if. It's a clear channel. Pure and simple. Every time. What do we know? Okay. What don't we know? Recent past. Advice. And potential outcome. Yes. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's like you're recognizing something here. Not fighting your inner demon, sitting with him or her, sitting with them and just being and recognizing, you know, life is pure and simple. We get distracted, which is interesting. Especially, there is another lyric that I'm going to read in a second. 4 of Swords, there's you are at the bottom of the deck. Jupiter in Libra. It's also my Vertex card, so this could be a Vertex. But yeah, there's with Strength, with 2 of Swords and the Tower and the 5 of Wands, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay, you're recognizing now where possibly you give your power away, where you feel drained, and it's literally overcomplicating things. It's, you know, how do I want to say it? Life can make us cynical, and this is you breaking free from that, recognizing the purity of things. And there has been disappointments. There's no two ways about it. There's been disappointments in your life, but something seems to be shifting here for you. You're recognizing now that to find that balance feels good. You know, how do you distinguish between a download from your higher self or if it's just ego? It feels good in the body if it's a higher self. If it feels heavy or dense, it's usually ego, or if you want to call it trickster energy, call it Loki. But it's like you get into the bottom of things here. And like I said, there's something in the lyrics. Bear with me while I find the lyrics. It's about dreams. Here we go. Now you're crying in your sleep. I wish you'd never learnt to weep. Don't sell the dreams you should be keeping, pure and simple every time. So don't sell the dreams that you should be keeping. Is like, you know, not giving up on your dreams, not giving up on you know, if life gets in the way, and life, when I say that, I just mean like material. It's like, oh, you know, sell out to the devil, but I mean it in the sense of choosing comfort or fear over the simplicity of love and passion and where you want to be. So we've got the High Priestess. The High Priestess, she just knows. What we're aware of is the devil. The devil is the puppet master. Something something has had control over you in some format. What that is, I don't know. This could be, I don't know, sleep paralysis. This could be, you know, our own self-undoing, where we give into addictions in all kinds. And then it could be anything that's in excess can indicate, you know, this could be, you know, people think somebody that hits the gym 24/7, oh, they're fit and healthy, but that can become obsession. Whatever's too much for the body or the mind or the soul or whatever is kind of the devil's representation here. What we're not aware of is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Mars in Scorpio. So it's kind of like Mars going through your second house, if we look at it in a different sense. Mars is currently in your first house. I feel like the Five of Cups is pointing to what's coming next. And what's coming next is your ability to see something clearly. Mars is going to move into you. I mean, I don't envy you guys right now. I really don't. And it's not a horrible, detrimental thing. But since August, September, you've got the new moon happened in your 12th house. And then we've got another new moon happening in your 12th house. That's a lot of deep, deep new beginnings in your 12th house, of the hidden, of the things that you want to recognise in the subtleties of the subconscious. Whilst at the same time, Mars is in your first house. Mars wants to go, yeah, let's do this, let's do that. And then the moon's going, hang on, you know, let's take a look at this subconscious thing. So I don't envy you guys at the moment. The energy for you is pretty pulled one way and the other. Mars and the moon kind of really at grips of the 12th house and the first house. It's a dynamic that's not, it's not easily spoke of, because, you know, the chances of it happening of a back-to-back with Mars, like I say, in your first house is very slim, very, very slim. Certainly once in a lifetime event for you guys personally. So there's this energy that's at play, and I kind of feel like the Five of Cups is just pointing to Mars in your second. Now Mars moves into your second on the 22nd of this month, so it's going to move into Scorpio. Now Mars it feels comfortable in Scorpio. Mars is ruled by Scorpio. Mars rules Scorpio as well as Pluto, and there's this kind of, in fact, this is very the energy of Mars and Pluto getting together, ripping apart what no longer serves. It can be causing disappointments and upsets, but it's ripping apart what needs to be ripped apart. Recent past is the Fool. The Fool is a new beginning. It's a journey. The Fool can be a new start. This is the seed of life. The seed of life has to go through the process. First of all, it's a circle. Then it's the Vesica Pisces. Then we get the seed of life. Then we have, well, not even the seed of life. Seed of life. Then the egg of life. Then the flower of life. Then the fruit of life. So there's a process. There's a process that's happening here. Your advice is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is, for me, recognizing what feels good, because it's the High Priestess meets Temperance. We've got the High Priestess and the Devil here, but here we've got the High Priestess with the demon, and now we've got the High Priestess with the angel. It's like, you know, light versus dark. What do we lean to? Where can we find balance? Where can we find that little point of recognizing our shadows and not being overwhelmed by them, but also turning them into power? And then the outcome is you, Justice, your card, turning the light, the mirror, the reflection into power. I love this. This is a perfect ending to the spread. We will look for the Wheel of Fortune to bring together the Four of Swords and Justice, and I want to see where the Temperance card is to bring the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands, and we'll look at Mars, the Tower aspect of death. But for me, this is a situation here is you recognise it. It's like you've overcomplicated things, and you're recognising now the simplicity. You know, life is pure and simple. It's we don't have to, overly prove ourselves. And like I say, if something's asking you to be complicated, or you're having to do things, thinking you have to do rituals to bring in the love or anything like that, it's overcomplicating things. Doesn't mean to say they don't work or anything like that, but if, for example, if you met somebody and you tried to do a ritual to make them fall in love with you, is it real? And there's that aspect. I'm not suggesting here this is what you're doing, but there's an energy of like what's necessary, and the ultimate of it all is pure and simple. Just live life, choose from the heart. Okay, so Tower is with the Two of Swords and the Five of Wands. So the Tower is with the Moon in Libra, which is a win-win outcome, and the Five of Wands is a purification. Oh, how interesting. Okay, so I'm looking at the Five of Wands, and it's very sacral chakra style is this deck, and I'm hearing yang, which is an essential oil, especially for purification, but in a different sense. I'm actually seeing it in like Agua de Florida, but there's a different Agua de Florida. What's that called? You can hear the ducks flying past. Agua de Cananga. Okay, here we go. A traditional spirit water with spiritual meanings focused on cleansing, protection, and attracting positive energies such as love, prosperity, and sensuality. Made from yang, it is used in shamanic rituals, baths, and as a spiritual cologne to dispel negativity, balance emotions, and enhance one's connection to the spiritual world. Its deep, fragrant scent also has mood-lifting and calming properties, offering spiritual and emotional balance. So, Agua de Cananga. That, if you're unfamiliar. Okay. So there's something very, very powerful about that energy. And I mean, Agua de Florida is fantastic. It's a brilliant, the shamans use it for cleansing, but there's something about finding that balance of emotional aspects that's going to be really helpful for you in this sense. Right, where was I? Death is with the Nine of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So there's a big transformation that's opening you up here. Wheel of Fortune is with, that Jupiter energy is with Judgment and the Page of Wands. Things are changing dramatically for you here. Look at that, fantastic. Okay, so it's a double whammy of be here and now. So we've got Temperance, which is what you've been whispering to with the High Priestess and the Nine of Wands. Ten of Pentacles is now. It is now. The reason being, in the deck that I'm using for the extended is the Angel Tarot, and it's representation of the Angels of the Kabbalah. Now the Angel of the Kabbalah for today, I think it's something like the 11th to the 15th. Today we're on the 14th. Is Angel Manadel. It's represented by the Ten of Pentacles. So there's the here and now. This is you. This is your card. This is Queen of Swords, 2 parts. Libra, 1 part. Shadow, Virgo. Shadow work, Virgo is perfectionism. It's thinking everything has to be or look a certain way, and it doesn't. And when you find balance in that, you find balance or recognize the little quirks that you might think are the devil, and it's not. It's empowerment. It's going to change something for you. It's also Angel Hachamaya. She's the angel of ritual and preparation, and she also represents beautiful love stories. And then the Page of Cups straight afterwards. Your final card is the King of Cups. How beautiful. So there's this wonderful energy that's surrounding you here when you recognize the simplicity of something. Again, the Queen of Swords can be cynical, so life can make us cynical. And I almost feel like life is going to give you an opportunity here to feel like, you know what, I can achieve those dreams. I can do it despite the devil whispering, you know, this ain't good enough. You need to start again. This is perfect. We need perfectionism. No, you don't. So whatever it is you're holding back, whatever it is that you're overcomplicating in life, whatever people are overcomplicating with you, like I say, this could be somebody, you know, if you're dating someone and they say, oh, well, I'm not really dating, it's complicated. What's complicated? You either are or you aren't. So there's just something about recognizing here your worth, and not overcomplicating situations. Okay. Fabulous. You're stepping into your power. That's the main thing. And I think Mars in the second house, as we move into this Five of Cups energy, is going to be very, very positive for you. I'm just going to cut the deck for that one. Oh, yes. There we are. The Queen of Swords. In your power, making boundaries, stating your words. Hahamaya, the Angel of Preparation. Okay. In your extended, we're going to clarify these, see what we get. But there's some wonderful, wonderful energies coming here. Bear in mind, you've got this wedge of 2 new moons in your 12th house. I don't envy you, but it will end soon. Mars is going to move into your second. You're going to be free of that for a while. The sun's going to move into your first house soon, so it's birthday season soon. It's going to get easier. But right now, your job is to recognize who the devil is. And the devil, like I say, it could be other people's interference and stuff. I implore you to look at yourself first and just say, okay, who's this? Who's this that's telling me I'm not good enough? Who's this telling me, you know, that job's too much for me? You know, who's telling me that that person's too good for me? Something is nagging and niggling at you. And when you recognize it has no power, you then incorporate it just as a shadow and really step into empowerment, which is fantastic. Okay. Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Mars in Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Moon in Sagittarius, Libra, Jupiter in Libra, Leo, Moon in Libra, Aries and Scorpio, Saturn in Leo, Saturn in Libra, Pisces, Sun in Scorpio. Ooh, yeah, Scorpio season is a big game changer for you. Okay. Let this time be a shed, because the magician's going to appear in Scorpio season for you. When I say that, I just mean you're just going to give the tool. You're going to be given the tools to create what you want. Okay. Cups, swords, wands, pentacles eventually. Everyone's here. Those of you standouts, let me know. Take care. See you soon. Bye.